The United States, Canada, and Mexico are facing escalating trade tensions. The recent developments have put a strain on the economic relationships between these neighboring countries. President Trump recently imposed new tariffs on a wide range of goods imported from Canada and Mexico. These tariffs are part of his administration's broader strategy to renegotiate trade deals and address trade imbalances. These tariffs target various industries, including automotive, agriculture, and manufacturing. The impact is being felt across multiple sectors, affecting both large corporations and small businesses. They have sparked widespread concerns about a potential trade war. Analysts warn that prolonged trade disputes could lead to economic instability and disrupt global supply chains. The tariffs are intended to protect American jobs and businesses by making foreign goods more expensive and encouraging domestic production. The administration believes this will boost the local economy. However, they have been met with significant criticism from businesses and economists. Critics argue that the tariffs could backfire, leading to retaliatory measures from Canada and Mexico. These experts argue that tariffs could hurt consumers by increasing the cost of everyday goods. Higher prices could reduce consumer spending and slow down economic growth. They warn that tariffs could lead to higher prices on a wide range of products, from groceries to electronics. This could disproportionately affect low-income families. The situation is causing significant uncertainty for businesses. Companies are struggling to plan for the future amid the unpredictable trade environment. Companies that rely on cross-border trade are particularly vulnerable. They face disruptions in their supply chains and increased costs, which could impact their competitiveness in the global market. Howard Lutnick, a prominent figure in the financial industry, has suggested that there might be some relief for certain sectors. His insights are often closely watched by market analysts and industry leaders alike. He believes the automotive industry, in particular, could see exemptions from these tariffs. This potential relief could be a significant boost for car manufacturers who have been struggling under the weight of increased costs. Lutnick's comments came during a recent financial conference, where he addressed a room full of industry experts and financial analysts. His remarks have sparked a wave of speculation and cautious optimism within the sector. He cited ongoing discussions between the US, Canada, and Mexico. These talks are crucial as they aim to renegotiate trade terms that have been affecting the auto industry for months. Lutnick's statement offered a glimmer of hope for the auto sector. Workers and executives alike are hopeful that these discussions will lead to tangible benefits. The industry has been hit hard by the tariffs. Factories have seen reduced production, and some have even had to halt operations temporarily. Car makers on all sides of the border are facing higher costs. These increased expenses have been passed down the supply chain, affecting not just manufacturers, but also consumers. They are also dealing with disruptions to their supply chains. Delays in receiving essential parts have further complicated production schedules, making it difficult for companies to meet demand. The initial market reaction to Lutnick's comments was positive. Stock markets, which had been volatile due to trade tensions, showed signs of recovery. The automotive sector, in particular, saw a surge in stock prices. Investors interpreted Lutnick's comments as a sign that the trade dispute might be resolved soon. However, experts caution that it is too early to celebrate. The details of any potential exemptions remain unclear. The scope of relief for the auto industry is still unknown. Section 4. USMCA Compliance and Rules of Origin. One significant aspect of the trade tensions is the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. This agreement is a cornerstone of North American trade relations and has replaced the older NAFTA agreement, aiming to modernize and balance trade between the three nations. This agreement, which replaced NAFTA, includes strict rules of origin. These rules are designed to ensure that a significant portion of the materials and labor used in the production of goods come from within North America. These rules are meant to ensure that goods traded between the three countries are primarily made in North America. This is intended to boost local economies, create jobs, and maintain fair competition among the member countries. The new tariffs have raised questions about compliance with these rules. Businesses are now facing additional scrutiny to ensure that they meet the stringent requirements set forth by the USMCA. Some experts believe the tariffs could make it difficult for businesses to meet the USMCA's requirements. They argue that the increased costs associated with tariffs could hinder companies' ability to source materials locally. They argue that the tariffs could disrupt supply chains and increase costs. This disruption could lead to delays in production and higher prices for consumers, ultimately affecting the overall economy. This could lead to non-compliance. Companies may struggle to adapt to the new regulations, and the increased burden of compliance could result in penalties or loss of market access, further complicating trade relations. Section 5. Ongoing concerns. The opioid crisis. Beyond tariffs, another point of contention is the ongoing opioid crisis. The U.S. has accused Mexico of not doing enough to stop the flow of fentanyl across the border. This issue has strained relations between the two countries. The U.S. has called for greater cooperation from Mexico in addressing this crisis. It wants Mexico to crack down on the production and trafficking of fentanyl. Mexico, in turn, has defended its efforts. It points to its own struggles with drug-related violence.